You see how central he was there. This is what I was saying about how the wide cams really do play very centrally in this formation. That's worked beautifully, and that is 1-0. The 4-3-2. This is a formation that offers excellent balance and has a real place in competitive play, yet is very, very underused in this game. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys the best 4-2-2 custom tactics, and then we'll be jumping into a live game, and I'll show you how to get the most out of them. Let's get into it. Kicking things off with the defensive style, we're going to run this unbalanced. Defensive width is 40, just to tighten it up in the middle a little bit to avoid those through balls. And then depth is 55. Not a super aggressive formation. It's very balanced, so 55 is a really nice spot to put it. Build up play long ball. Chance creation is, I've gone off it there. Direct passing. So long ball just gets the runners going a little bit earlier in your attacks, makes it a little bit less stale in that build up. Direct passing is to pin the opponent back in that final third and work the ball across the box. Offensive width, I played with quite a lot. I am running it on 50. You notice in this formation, the wide cams, once you're in that final third, actually tuck in very narrow. So I did try it higher to kind of spread them out a bit. But the problem with that was the build-up just was nowhere near as effective. So I've actually put this back to 50. That's where it works best for me. And then players in the box, I'm running on 6. Corners and free kicks, just go with whatever your personal preference is. Getting into the player instructions, both strikers are just on stay central. Your left cam and right cam are both on come back on defence, get into the box for cross. Again, because of that way they naturally tuck in on that final third, I did try drift wide, but again, I just found the stick to position working better in game, so that is what we're going to run with. Both of your central defensive midfielders are on cover centre, but both also unbalanced. Because they naturally sit deeper, you can afford to let them come forward because they haven't committed forward enough for it to be an issue for them to get back. So it's a great way to kind of have a 6-man attack, but also a 6-man defence, 8-man if you include the wide cams that are dropping back. As far as the wing-backs go, they are both just on stay back while attacking, and then your centre-backs and goalkeeper are all just on the default. This is the team that we're going to be running with. Again, kind of weird chem and stuff because it's for the 87 Max Fantasy FC tournament, whatever it's called. Also, with the team, I would just recommend with your 2 central defensive midfielders, aim for 2 box-to-box style players. I don't feel the need to have like a real big man and then like a really creative one. Just have 2 guys that can do everything basically, and that will keep you covered really well. Let's jump into some games and see how these play. Let's get into it. Okay, here we go. Into the 4-2-2 we go. These were requested, and it actually surprised me that I hadn't yet covered a 4-2-2. It was like, oh, I haven't touched on this formation yet, which I found really surprising. I thought it probably would have been one of the first ones I did, but somehow got into March without even using this formation. So here we are, finally using it in all its glory. Now, if you don't like cutbacks, move on, because you're not going to like this video, because this formation is really, really cut out for them. Working it across the box like so. Good save there by the goalkeeper. Let's see what we can work there from this corner. Drive that into El Shaarawy. Maybe drive this byline a bit. Oh, he's numbed that off me well. Can we steal it back? We have. Oh, that was not supposed to go there. So here, we're just going to cover a little bit because we've got quite a little bit of our team committed up from that corner. Always try and make sure your DMs aren't past his sort of attacking front line. Always try and get them pulled back into the play, doing as much of the defensive work as possible before they get in at your back line. You don't want to be pulling defenders out of position ever if you can help it in this game. So always try and do a lot of that work from the front. You know, you want to be defending from the front, not just with your back 4. Drive this across here, turn back, drive it across again. Good tackle, but we're going to work the triangles here that this formation offers. Maybe a green. Oh, that's a good save once again from his keeper there. Panos. Don't even know if I've seen anyone use her before. What? Oh, annoyingly, that's gone past El Shaarawy. That was actually a nice idea. Oh, word. He's playing it risky here. As you can see, even with that 55 depth, though, we're still able to manually press really, really well. You haven't actually got to play a high depth in this game to press well. Obviously, if you want the automatic offside traps, you've got to run with 71 or higher, but since they patched those, they're not really a necessity. It really is personal preference at this point in the game. Working the ball here with the DMs. Obviously got this front 4, but the DMs will commit up with us, giving us plenty of attacking options. Can you see how tucked in? Alawiran is my left cam. You see how central he was there? This is what I was saying about how the wide cams really do play very centrally in this formation. That's worked beautifully, and that is 1-0. And in the nature of this play, I believe this guy's going to quit. He has quit. Let's jump into another game. This is actually the guy we just played. We've matched him again. I don't know if he's just going to quit straight away. A lot of people tend to do that. No, he's here to play. Okay, maybe he hasn't realised. Maybe he doesn't mind. At least we know if we score, he's going to quit at 1-0. Right, let's drive this byline. Oh my word, he's absolutely wiped me out there. Okay, once again, applying pressure from the front, but once he gets past the centre mids, pulling them back into position. And there they are, there to mop up for us. Let's do a big switch here just to get a bit more space on our attack. That was a little bit risky from me. Yeah, I got away with that a little bit. It was a bit of a poor switch. We've recovered it well. Drive that into our striker, let the winger get into space. I'm going to call him back there because the pass wasn't really on. He's managed to nab that off me though. Again, defending from the front, pulling these cams back. He wants that inside, so we're going to read it. Now we'll drive the byline. We've read that. He's done well to get in front of me there. Once again, just cutting these passing lanes. Not giving him the byline. Defending from the front again, bringing those cams right back. Keeping it very, very robust. But there is a little bit of onus on you to do that yourself because those centre mids, centre defensive mids are unbalanced. You do need to manually pull them back a little bit, but it's worth it for how much you get on the attack by having them unbalanced. I think this guy's pausing to leave, so let's try and nab a goal here. Bang. That is 1-0. Now you can leave. Oh, wow, he stays. He stays. Okay. Love that. The passion is real. He's here to get his own back. Again, defending from the front, bring these cams and centre mids back. Even the strikers if we need to. You can obviously put striker drop back on the D-pad if you wish, but I personally don't tend to use that. I don't feel the need to also bring them back, to be honest. I think 8-9 people back is more than enough. Or try to play a lot that inside just to curve the run a little bit. We have won it back here. I'm going to drive it wide a bit here with the wide cam. Always using step overs to get that generous pace boost into the space. We turn here, bait turning around, and then from here I'm just going to work it across the edge. Drive it into my striker's feet. Oh, just. I was holding my breath there. Wasn't sure if we were going to get the angle to shoot or not. But this time, he is gone. Massive thank you for the suggestion of doing the 4-2-2 from you guys because, like I say, it's one I somehow glossed over this year and haven't covered yet, which is really surprising because sort of the 4-4-2, 4-2-2, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-2-1, these are like the staple formations that every year they're like the first formations we try because they're the ones most likely to work. 4-2-2 has definitely lost a lot of love this year. You never really see anybody running it, but as you can see from the gameplay, like it really, really has a place. It's a way of running a 4-4-2 where you can let your centre mids loose because they are sitting deeper. It's also similar to the 4-4-2 second variation, but obviously because that is left mids, not cams, the instructions that you can apply are a little bit different. With them, you can sort of put like a getting behind instruction, things of that nature. So it is a little bit of personal preference between the two, but honestly, 4-2-2 is a formation I've been using for so many variants of this game now, so it's actually really nice to find a really nice fine-tuned set of custom tactics that actually work on this game. I really recommend sticking with the width, sticking with the instructions on the cams that I have assigned on this formation because I've played around with them a lot, and as they are here, it's really how I got the most out of the formation. Obviously, tweak the tactics to your guys' taste if you need to, but I promise you these tactics have been given some love, been given some time, and they work super well. If you did enjoy the video today, guys, I will link my custom tactics playlist in the description below for you guys to check out. But as always, guys, if you did make it this far in the video, I really appreciate your time. If you did enjoy it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and turn your bell on. Take care, guys.